Now, Sol and Gabe, America and the Islanders have voted. And unfortunately, your time on Love Island is over.
It's been a few days since your dumping. You posted that you are thankful for the experience, but also a little frustrated with how you came across on TV. What was the frustration point for you? What did you see that you didn't like?
I just feel like about like frustration, just the way that all of my conversation, I couldn't see that because, as I say, it's 24 hours in 1 hour. You know, it's a lot of people, and just the fact that I was kind of just like everyone was showing me just like making out and talk about like sex and everything. Just kind of got like, oh, he just don't know how to talk about it, you know. So that's how I felt. But I've been noticing like people being changing like their perspective from me, and so that's the most important.
Yeah, I think your frustration points were also tied up in the reason for your dumping.
He's constantly looking for the next best thing. And we don't feel like the villa will ever bring him someone he's content with.
Where does that sit with you, their reasoning for sending you home?
Yeah, I come from a different culture, a different background, you know, so this sometimes can shock people. Oh, he's too fast, he's flirting like differently, you know. And in my opinion, and when KC was like defending me, he said, well, what the f? Everyone is kind of lustful here. Everyone is kissing each other in the chalice and everything. So, and when I heard this from me, I wasn't happy, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm a person that like, I'm not scared to talk about sex and intimate things like in front of everyone, you know. For me, it's something like normal, and in Brazil, we treat this differently.
In Casey's defense of you, he also was talking to Kenzie and saying, well, the guys kind of weighed the same reason to send you home, that you're also maybe a little lustful, and she really fought that label.
You're talking about lust. Are we not all lustful in this motherfucker?
No,
Intimate or
lustful.
kissing.
I'm not lustful.
She's a woman, I'm a guy, you know, so walking in, saying that like my bad boy, I'm confident. So as I say, like people are gonna say, oh, this the guy's like, nah, he's different, so let's throw some rocks in here, you know.
You were very emotional when Bia left the villa, but Jen wasn't really emotional when you left the villa. What was your reaction to seeing her kind of have no reaction, at least from what we saw on TV?
This kind of surprised me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. You know, the guys noticed that too, and when I was watching the episode, they were like, oh, it's not even like sad. But I mean, I cannot control like her emotion, or I knew about my feelings for her. So, you know, like if someone is not feeling the same type of way that you feeling, that's okay, you know, I cannot do anything about it. I was sad, I wasn't there like just forcing anything, you know, just like being myself, and that's how I am. I'm emotional. If I was crying, it's because I had feelings for them.
Well, this isn't the thing. If Bombshell came in with Kenzie, do the same thing where it's like she's enjoying that attention.
If you were sat up with the guys and had the choice to send home Jen, Sol, or Kenzie, who would you have said should be off the island?
Kenzie?
I know you and Bia already kind of reconnected online a little bit. Do you have plans to connect with Jen when she's out of there? Do you want to pursue either of those as something in the real world?
I mean, me and Bia have like good moments in the villa, but now we're in the real life. So like she lives in LA, I live in Miami. And we've been talking just like friends, you know. And Jen, I don't know what's about to happen. You know, she's leaving, she can live with someone, I don't know. And well, I don't know, I'm just like focused on myself now, and that's what I want to do, like just focus, because I'm fucking overwhelmed and like everything.
I'm sure. Are you going to continue watching the season? Are you tuning into Casa right now? Are you seeing any girls that you were like, if only I had made it to Casa, I could have been with her?
Yeah, I've heard out there like people are missing me in the Casa Amor. And yeah, after the last episode, I've noticed that like I'm not the only lustful, right? And now it's, well, like Gabriel left, and what's going on?
We're kissing
switch, kissing, switch. Like, it was so crazy.
I've been watching the episode, like all of them, like all the guys, they were like, we are super friends, you know, they were missing me a lot. And even like my best friend in the house was like sincere, we had a long conversation. That's why he was really sad when I left, because the fact that he started exploring Saul was because of me, because of the conversation with me, you know, like I was saying, brother, Melanie, she was not respecting you, you know, the fact when Kirby arrived there, she was always like on the top of him, and like we are watching their conversations, and she was respecting. And then the second in the challenge, he was like back and forth between him and Kirby. And then when Caleb arrives, so like a lot of things, and he was always trying to respect her and trying to understand it because he's very pure, you know. But I would say, brother, Saul is here, she's your type, and just go for it, you know, like, because at some point he was putting Melon's emotion in front of his feelings. So I was like, bro, no, it's not how it's supposed to be, you know. Even like when in the next episode, he says to Caleb, like, bro, if Gabriel was here, he would say, put yourself first, because it doesn't matter what, like, always yourself first.
Gabe would have left you with the advice to put yourself first.
I threw myself all at that one person and didn't, talk to anyone else really.
You got that new leaf, you've got that one more chance, and a lot of the time that's all people need is one more chance. Now you know, obviously, no eggs in one basket, and leave some breadcrumbs around.
It sounds like you walked away with some bromances, not a romance, but is there anybody that you, looking back, wish you had pursued a little bit more, had pulled for chats, had sought a connection with? Was there any missed opportunity there?
Honestly, no. I've done everything that I wanted to, you know. I kissed the girls that I wanted to. That's why I don't have any regrets about anything. And I literally had a good time. I went there to live a Love Island experience, and I think I did the right way. So that's why I didn't get home saying, oh, I should have done this and that, you know.
All right, before I let you go, who do you think, we still have a lot of summer left to watch, but who do you think will take this home? Do you think the winner is already coupled up in the villa?
After Casa Amor? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna leave this to the public.
Everything is changing.